All right, everybody, here we go. It is Monday, February the 27th, 2019, episode 325 is the return of Tommie D. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's happening?
Great to have you. We just did a smoke break, and it was very fun.
Yes.
We talked some sports.
Yeah.
Give a recap. Can you remember? Because I don't know. We did smoke a nice cone that you provided.
Hey, we lit.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Shit, what we talked about? We talked about a lot of shit. I can't really remember. I can't remember, like, if I sat down and thought about it, but...
I think if I actually sat down and... You want to hit this?
Oh, shit.
If I actually sat down and thought about it, it would actually make me less able to remember. The moments past, the only way to remember is to watch it, which is what you should do. The listener, if you're a listener and you're like, what's a smoke break? It's something I do only for YouTube. Go check it out. It is where me and the guest just smoke. I also do solo ones every single day. So go to YouTube, search CJ Couch Talk, and you will find it. I got every episode on there and all the smoke breaks. Did a couple drive homes. Got all sorts of content on there. Tommie, where can people find you and what you're doing? And then we'll get into a beautiful conversation.
They can find me on Twitter at itsdingy, ITSDINGY. You can find me on Instagram, Tommie TOMMIE_D904. And
how about the music?
The music is on SoundCloud, Tommie D. You can find me also on YouTube, couple videos up.
Hell
Tommie
yeah.
D,
Hell yeah.
So.
Courtesy of
Dion, the man.
Dion. Dion is awesome. If y'all are
It's
hardcore,
fuck, as I may say.
He's great.
Yeah.
For the hardcore listeners,
He's the man.
You will remember me and Claire did a podcast together where we recapped a date night in which Dion made the date night memorable, and I feel like that night itself is going to have a huge part in me and Claire staying together forever. I think when she's always like, if we ever get it down, she's going to think about that night and be like, oh, that was fun. That was an awesome night, you know? You hooked us up with champagne. That dessert was so good. The Moose Dome, fucking so good, dude.
What the hell, man?
It was so good, dude. Like, seriously. Chocolate. Say it again.
Duh.
Say it real loud, though.
It's like chocolate mousse with a dome, chocolate around it, and then a cake at the bottom with pretzels covered in chocolate as well, and gold flakes around it with some like whipped cream on the side type deal.
Dude, it was... I've never felt cooler in my life. I've never felt cooler, dude. I felt like, first of all, I walk in there, instantly I see you and I'm like, oh, awesome, dude. What's up, Dion? Cool. And Claire's like, oh, who's that? And I was like, oh, he came on the podcast with Tommie. He's awesome. And you show up. We weren't sitting in your area, were we?
No.
Were you in the general? You were on the other side, right?
Yeah, I was in another room, but I kept going back and forth to keep up with y'all.
Dude, it was so awesome. So brings us champagne.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Boom.
Started out.
Oh, yeah.
2 glasses, and Claire's like, okay, cool, you know?
Yeah.
And then we talked to him. Obviously, he's super cool. She's like, oh, this kid's awesome, you know? Like, oh, my gosh. And then, boom, we eat a delicious dinner. The waiter, whoever he was, don't remember, but he was awesome. He was a super nice guy. And then Claire had a few drinks. I'm not a big drinker. I think I just drank the champagne. I'm not too sure. I don't remember if I got a drink. But we got the food, and then he just shows up dessert style. Well, you asked us.
Yeah.
And we said no, right?
I think y'all were like, because I was.
Oh, we were going to go get dessert somewhere just to, like, be cute.
Yeah, and I was like, hold on.
Which we still did.
Like,
Damn.
I try to, like, coordinate what steps I can jump in and help out, which is usually the beginning and the end.
Mm-hmm.
They only supposed to let me do it one time, but I pulled cards and strings there, so I can do it 2 times. So, like,
It was great.
I'm the man.
It was great. It really made my night, dude. You really hooked us up. And now that I think about it, I am wrong. Me and Claire, the night that I'm thinking we got dessert, we didn't. We went to that whiskey place, the barbecue Mojo's down by the brick.
Yeah.
and then we went to that little like macaron place. Yeah. Went there. It was pretty good. Whatever. Yeah, they're good. So Tommie, I just want to say, Dion, thank you very much. That was the coolest I've ever felt out in public. Other than, we'll get into like people recognizing you and shit. But the coolest moment I've ever had, other than that, was at the Brand New concert, which is my favorite band.
Yeah.
And it was at Daly's. So it's like me and all my friends, and we're leaving. And my friend Stud, who's like my best friend, he was like over there. And I was like, Stud, like, come here, get over here, you dude. Like, he was pretty wasted. And, because they were giving out free food.
Yeah.
So
what?
I don't know if Daly's place always does this.
Yeah.
Or Brand New paid for it or something. But all the extra food that wasn't sold, they just gave out for free. I got 3 pretzels, a fucking big thing of popcorn.
Damn.
Dude, it was so sick. It was so sick, dude.
Boy had
and I was broke
$60 worth of shit.
I was broke as fuck at the time too. Like
Damn.
I really needed it, dude. So like that was like dinner, you know. Like I spent money to go to this concert because they're my favorite band.
Yeah.
And we go. I yell that, and I see this kid like look at me and like make eye contact with me, and I was like, I don't know who this kid is, you know.
Yeah.
And whatever, I wasn't like fuck this kid or anything. I was just like, who is this kid? Like whatever, weird eye contact in public, and then I see this girl who is like my best friend in high school. This girl, Jackie Harwell. She went to Bartram. She's like so fucking cool. She's like a sister to me.
Yeah.
And she's with her friend from New York. It's our favorite band, Brand New, you know? So I see her and I'm like, dude, what's up? So now we're in this circle. And this kid is like outside of the circle and he keeps like looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this kid? You know what I mean?
Shit.
Like, what's going on? And I go, yo, what's up, dude? You know, because he was like right there, and he was like, "Are you CJ Couch?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude, I knew it. I recognized your voice."
Damn.
And I was in front of a bunch of people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I was like, "What's up, bitch?" But like, other than that, no, nothing ever cool has happened. Have you ever had any cool moments?
I mean, I always have cool moments just by like experiences with other people, like whether it's them feeling cool or it's me feeling cool. Like, so.
Who's the coolest person you've ever met in your eyes?
Hell, I don't know. That's a hard question. Cause like I can say, some people turn out to be cool as fuck, and I'm like, damn, I'm glad I met you.
Let's go like celebrity status.
Okay.
Fuck real people, dude. Fucking losers.
Yeah.
Peons.
Celebrity.
They're not actually cool. They're just good people.
Hell, if I know, to be honest, I don't know.
You never met no celebrities?
Probably not.
It is a weird thing. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I have no idea if I've ever met a celebrity.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it depends.
I don't think I ever have.
I have, but to think, like, the coolest, like, I would have to sit down and think about who I actually met before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
it's all, like, football players. For me, golfers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, shit like that. So, like I said, I would have to think about it.
Yeah. So, your music's going awesome. How is it performing? Do you really enjoy it?
Oh, yes. Like, that's the beauty of it all. For me, like, that's how my music, like, how I create it, it sounds good. When you listening to it, whether you're driving or, like, if I'm performing it, it feels the vibe.
See, I love creating music.
Yeah.
Like, I play guitar. It's real fun.
Yeah.
Me and Easy, like, I'm sure I told you, but his first time rapping was with me in the dorms and shit. Like,
exactly.
I loved it. But the thought of performing it was a no-go for me. Like, I feel like I would be a ghostwriter.
Yeah. That's money,
with that
though.
said, I haven't wrote anything in 7 years.
Damn.
Easily. Maybe 8.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I just don't care. I also don't love it at all.
Yeah.
I honestly was good, though. Like, I could write, you know what I mean? When it came to writing, I'm sure I could get better at writing flows and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just not something I'm into. How did you know, like, that's what you wanted to do?
Well, I had to get them. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Left that door open too long.
Exactly. It's all
Fucked up.
good.
It was my bad.
It's all good.
Bugs in the building.
I'm quick with the hands, so it ain't
Quick with the hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Bruce Lee, these bugs.
But nah, I just, like I say, everybody wanted to rap and stuff. I wouldn't say everybody wanted to rap, but, you know, we was rapping.
Everybody did want to rap. And
yeah,
does.
and sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, as a jit, we wanted to rap and shit, and like I said, by the time I graduated high school, I knew I wanted to like do the shit for real. So,
what is it about rapping? Do you think that makes everyone want to do it? Like, cool rock music, people don't want to do it. Something about rap makes everybody who at any point in their life was like listening to hip hop, the whitest of the white girls, everybody has freestyled, whether it be alone or with other people. Not everybody has created rock music.
It's the coolness
or country
associated with it.
It's fly shit.
Yeah, that's all it is.
What's the coolness to you? What does that mean?
I mean, you know,
what makes it cool in your eyes? I'm not trying to be like subject. I'm just. What do you think?
Well, to me, like rapping and shit, being cool, it all like goes hand in hand. As far as like you get the money, be able to buy what you want, be able to spend the money how you want to. You get the respect from people because everybody want to be respected. Like I say, you may not want respect from like. You get respect from the people who matter more, you know what I'm saying, to show that you did something in life. Mm-hmm. Because that's what you're really here for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Fulfill your purpose. So, like, I mean, like I said, to other people, the coolness is also the money and the fame. Money's and pretty all cool. That shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to get signed or go independent? INDEP.
I mean, we want to go independent to an extent.
That way, create your own label.
Exactly.
Right.
We create our own label because, like I said, I already got artists. You know. But what I'm
saying? what's your price? 2-album deal, Atlantic, 360 deal, but we're gonna give you this lump sum. What's that number? 2 albums. It has no part of the budget for the album. For the album, you're gonna get $100,000 budget, $200,000. I mean, $250,000 budgets to make these albums.
That's an easy meal deal. You get a meal deal, and then you can flip that back on the back end off the album. You get 2 albums.
They go more than a meal, dude.
Oh yeah, they're gonna throw it, but I'm saying that's a
What's
meal
your number?
Deal.
To sign a 360 deal.
You saying at this point right now, or you saying at a point
right now?
Okay, right now. I mean, I would go 20 mil easy, because 20 mil, you think you get the 20 mil for the 2 albums, that's 10 mil an album. Mm-hmm. If you look at it in that aspect, you get $100,000 both albums to make the music. That $100,000 can just go strictly to the motherfucking like marketing and shit, because I create my own music. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Got my own producer and shit. So,
what do you think about marketing now? How what's the best way to market anything? I feel like the way you would market a rapper is the same way you'd market a podcast, the same way you would market guitars as you would market. Marketing's marketing. Yes. What do you think the approach is in 2019 and moving forward?
It's the same. You have to run it like a business. You have to advertise. You have to get people to notice you. You have to.
So it's pretty much just social media.
Yeah.
Just spend the money on advertising.
Social media, and like I say, what people do. Like I said too, if I was a rapper with like hella money to be able to market my music, I would do the commercials. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Like a what kind of? I've never seen that actually.
Like, of course, you got the YouTube commercials. You got, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I thought you meant like a 30-second spot on television.
Oh no, I mean, I would if like. Do
you think it's even worth it?
Yes, because
what channels would you want to advertise on?
I'm trying to think, because like
it's just gonna be expensive, dude.
I'm trying to tell you, but I would like a nigga like me would do like Sports Center or some shit. Like on ESPN, Like, I would try to do some shit like that, like, depending on what the album was
Mm-hmm.
or what it was about. Yeah.
Dude, shit's so expensive, though. Okay, you know 104.5?
Yeah.
The station?
Yeah.
How much do you think it is for one hour on a Sunday at 3 in the afternoon for an entire year of that? Once a week for 1 hour. It might have been 3 in the morning.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's just say it's 3 in the afternoon. How much do you think for 1 year of that? 80 grand.
Damn.
80 fucking grand. The company I was working for before I got in there was like, oh, that we're going to do that. Yeah. And I was like, that's the stupidest fucking idea. The fact that people are going to pay that.
Yeah.
There's no way you get a return on that. Unless you're like some politics, like if I had a political podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, but you have to be super right winged if you're on that.
Yeah.
You'd have to be like, seriously, never talk bad about Trump. You're going to lose people. Mm-hmm. It is so weird. We live in this city that is so old, filled with young people. Jesus. We got to start voting. People have got to, dude. The fact that Trump wins that election proves that our fucked up system, it works. Because they did not want him to win. They did not want him to win. The man, whatever, all that bullshit. So he lost the popular vote, which they need to just make it the popular vote. The fact that, like, literally, statistically, our vote matters more than, like, 80% of the country. Like, especially in our district. Like, it's so stupid. Everyone's vote should matter exactly the same. I broke it down in, like, an old episode, but I did exact percentages of what a vote means in each place. And, dude, like, it is so unfair. Some people's vote doesn't, and I'm not talking about in, like, California where you know it's going to go Democrat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about places that your vote literally matters, like, 0.000000000. It's insane. Like,
southern states.
There's nothing there. There's these places that are like 2 points, 3 points. It's so stupid, dude. We've got to lose this bullshit system. We've got to ditch it. And Trump was talking about we got to ditch it because he thought he was going to lose the election, but win he thought what he did to Hillary would happen to him. Exactly. So he was talking about we got to get rid of the popular vote, blah, 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 blah. And I doubt he's going to want to do it again because there's no fucking way. He's going to win again, but he's not going to win the popular vote again. And that is going to make it to where the first thing and the reason that the next president after Trump will be a Democrat is they are going to run on making it just the popular vote.
You see how many people running?
It's insane. It's like the Republican Party last time.
The Rock running.
The Rock is running. Would you vote for him?
What the fuck? No.
Thank you.
Fuck?
I wouldn't either.
I don't play by shit like that. Like, I know the shit be funny, kicks and giggles and shit, but hell no, I'm not playing.
I don't think it's funny.
That's some real
I think it's a shame that it's so funny what our president is right now.
Right. Listen.
Like, the fact that...
They used to make jokes about his ass back in, like, I be watching the old movies and shit.
Oh my God, he's a laughingstock.
Yeah, like, I'm like, bruh, and now he the president.
He did something, though, because my dad, I remember, I've told this a million times, I'm going to keep fucking telling it because it's exactly what happened to so many people that voted for him. Colbert, when he started doing the new late night on CBS, he took over, like, a week or two, he started and premiered a week or two before Trump announced that he was running. Yeah. And I used to watch Colbert Report. It was like one of my favorite shows, dude. Like, seriously, I love that shit. And I was so excited, and I watched it all. And he announced that Trump was winning. And this is when I was working with my dad, so I saw him the next morning. Or Trump was running. Yeah. And I was like, yo, Donald Trump is running for president, and he's running in the Republican Party. And my dad was like, he is such an asshole or such a douchebag, something like that. Yeah. And then he voted for him. And now, like, thinks he's, like, awesome. Yeah. What happened? What happened was he got pushed.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, he isn't racist. He's, like, I've seen him, like, do shit for black people for no reason. Like we took him on this crazy ride because he worked at Sherwin-Williams and he needed to get a key to get into shit and he left it at his house.
Exactly.
Like my dad did it for no reason. So he's not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he gets told that he is just because he's conservative.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I can't vote for these people because they're telling me that because he's anti-abortion or he's pro-life.
Yeah.
So instantly he gets put in this category and he's racist and all these things, you know what I mean? And he gets told that, and how could he vote for that? Now, me, I completely disagree with that. The fact that anybody is going to make a decision for somebody else is blasphemy and not what this country stands for. That's why people came here.
Especially
is to get away from that kind of ruling.
The years they trying to slam you about that. Like, what the fuck?
What are they thinking making it more than rape? What are they thinking? And also, let's be real here. Do you think they're really going to give the maximum penalty to people, though?
Yeah.
The right person.
Damn, man. What a fucked up.
Like, it's like, let's see what's next type of effect. Like,
God, what do you think is next?
I don't fucking know.
What comes after making it to where women can't control their destiny? Like, if you get raped and get pregnant, you can't fucking get rid of that?
That's
what?
Crazy.
That is insane, dude. God is not a part of our government. Separation of church and state, motherfuckers. All you patriotic people with your American flags all over everything, that is against the fucking flag code. All you people so patriotic. You don't even actually believe in the shit. Separation of church and state is why this country was really founded. Yeah. Literally. They were wanting to be able to do religion free and then have a government.
Exactly.
And run themselves. And they didn't want it to be a part of it. That was a huge part of it because they know that's dangerous. And these fucking people think that because it says one nation under God, that means Jesus and Christianity. And then the real crazy people are like white brotherhood and Aryan and all this bullshit. Yeah. What the fuck is going on? Because you claim to be patriotic, but you know nothing about what this country stands for. It's ignorance.
It's just, like I say, people just go with whatever the fuck they've been doing. If you've been out here listening to, or like, you know how when you go to vote and they give you like them cards with like the sample votings and shit, yeah, that's all people do. And then they get sucked into it, and after a while you have to do that. You have to stand by what you voted for.
Yeah, and think about, like, there's people outside of abortion clinics all day long, like on university, all day long. They're out there fucking with their signs and their shirts, "Don't choose Satan," telling people that they're going to hell, that their kid, like, what the fuck are you doing? You
old people too.
You old bitch. It's old ass people, dude. So, I went to a psychiatrist, got a prescription. Right next to that abortion clinic is a pharmacy. I've never gotten a prescription filled. I went there and I'm like, oh my God, this is right next to this abortion clinic. So, just as a standard, I always give them the finger. Always. It's just how it is. I have to give those people the finger. I hate it. What they're doing and making people feel like is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm very shocked. And I'm not condoning this. It should never happen. Do not do this. I'm just saying, I can't believe a girl who just got an abortion and went through that bullshit with them has never come back the next day and just ran all those motherfuckers over. They are right on the road. They are bold, dude. They're just out there like, we're invincible. We got God on our side. The old people, fuck them, dude. But so I give them the finger. A car behind me, we both turn into the place, and I get out of my car, and this guy pulled in behind me, and he's getting out of his car, and I see him like looking at me, and I give him like the head nod, like, "What's up, dude?" Yeah. He was like this bigger, some sort of Eastern European look, Yeah. Shitty tattoos and really bad placement, just random. It was just fucking.
My boy said,
dirty ass wife beater, but he had a black one. Like to be able to tell that your wife beater is black and dirty is like a bad look. You know what I mean?
Real dirty.
Real dirty. Big ass jean shorts on, no belt somehow. It's like what? And dirty ass flip flops. He gets out and he's like looking at me. I give him the head nod. Open the door for him.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at me and he goes, "Next time, stick that finger up your booty hole." No. Stick that finger up your booty hole next time. And I started laughing because, like, who the fuck says booty hole? When was the last time you've heard that word?
Never.
Boom.
Probably, like, last week at work.
Last week at work?
Of course, Dion.
Last week at work. I haven't heard it since, like, I don't know, 7th, 8th grade. He heard it last week. You've never heard it. Like, you know what I mean? That's the mystical power of the booty hole. It's either in your life or it's not. Or it's been for just a little bit.
That shit crazy.
But anyways, he tells me that. And I'm like, wait, what, dude? And he's like, stick that finger up your booty hole next time. And I was like, you think I'm giving you the finger? There's an abortion clinic right there. Like, fuck those people. And he was like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, he thought he, like, punked me, you know?
Punk, yeah.
And it's just so funny how, like, people have completely different perspectives about exact same situations. Like, I called Claire instantly because it was really funny. I guarantee you that he called his girl or maybe his boy and was like, dude, I just punked this fucking kid. He gave me the finger. For no reason would I be giving him the finger.
Punk ass.
Like, it's not like he's riding my ass. I didn't pull out in front of him and he honk at me or anything.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
What do you think that is, though? Why do you think people now feel like everything is about them? And if you hear, like, when somebody honks, if you're in traffic and you see and hear a honk next time, as soon as that honk goes off, people are looking around like, who the fuck honked at me?
I'm honking back.
I love honking. I'm the guy that does the long honk.
Oh, yeah, I'm a whole that
for
bit.
like 2 minutes until the thing busts, dude. Till I can't honk no more.
Yeah, listen, I'm holding it. If we coming down the intersection and you try to cut me off,
it's
or
over.
You cut me off, I'm holding that bit.
It's my favorite thing to do.
You finna feel me.
And I don't ride your ass or anything, but I will honk that horn.
You know who I'm honking at. I'll put it like that.
What's the longest you ever honked your horn for real? Because I've easily done at least 2 full minutes. At least.
You know 103rd, like...
Oh, right when you get off 295 and there's all that bullshit right there? Fuck that, dude.
From that first light all the way down to by the Publix.
Okay, yeah, like where that Walgreens is?
Yeah.
By Gervin?
Yeah.
It's not Gervin.
That's real.
Harvin.
Yeah, Harvard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding that bit. You finna feel me because you stupid.
You got. Why
would you turn out right there? You know what I'm saying?
People, especially right there, they pull out, but then they drive slow as fuck, and you're like, "What are you doing, dude?" Because there's crazy motherfuckers driving as well. That's the worst part. Because, like, if you get stuck in that middle lane, because, fun fact. The reason I know exactly what you're talking about is because I get weed down Harvin. That's where I pick up my weedies.
Exactly.
So
let me get that.
Exactly. Boom. I go down there. So all the time, I almost get into an accident where they're getting from 295 right there. People driving crazy as shit.
Yes.
And then where that Taco Bell is. It's something about where that Taco Bell vibe is.
Oh my
That's
God.
where it's really sketchy.
That's
I don't know.
Perfect.
I don't know why. There's no light.
For the shit.
I think it's because there's no light. And that's like where people are starting to gain speed and getting aggressive. And they're mad at the person who pulled out in front of them back at where we were just talking about.
Exactly.
You know, real bad area.
Sneaking.
I'd like to see the amount of accidents that have happened over there on 103rd by the Taco Bell.
Shit, up and down 103rd to be accident.
So, how much music do you want to be putting out?
Hell a lot. Like
I'm
on.
What would be too much?
Never too.
I don't think.
Never too much. Never too much.
Are there people doing like a song a day?
Yeah.
Is there somebody who's big doing that?
I'm sure. Yeah, that's their job. Their job is to create music every day.
It's so crazy how many people are big that we don't know about. You can be into the culture, you can be into everything and not know, and that goes for everything now. Because of the internet.
There's plenty of artists out that I've never heard a song they got.
For sure. And they're crushing.
Listen, I could give a fuck, to be honest, but still, like, you know what I'm saying?
The internet is just created to where, like, you can be huge and still have anonymity in real life.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
It's accessible.
Is that what you would like? Would you rather have 100,000 fans who give you $100 a year, or have the huge, crazy, and I'm talking those people that come to your concerts all the time, blah, 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 and then you got the whole record label and all that bullshit going on. You're perfect, where it's your label and all that. Or would you rather be where you still have your own label and everything, but be huge, like so big, where you're like J. Cole or whoever the fuck. I'm so disconnected. I don't even know. Kendrick?
Yeah.
You're like Lil Wayne in fucking 2009.
That boy Wayne. Weezy.
So sick, dude.
This man was on Grammys and all that shit crazy.
So sick. 2004 to 2010 is a crazy run of probably the best rapping of all time.
Weezy.
Does anybody... Well, who's the best rapper of all time?
Shit.
I'm going to go with Lil Wayne.
Bruh, I'm there with you because I can rap more of his songs than I can rap anybody else's.
I think that goes for everybody. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, dedications are sick. No ceilings are sick. The droughts.
Droughts.
That upgrade you. Beep, 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 boom, 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 boom. That shit was so hard, dude. And I remember being just like this kid,
Exactly.
Just this fucking kid smoking weed for my first time and all that type. How about Burn This City? That sampled that Franz Ferdinand song. That was so sick.
Even when like people ain't like it when he started switching up to the rock thing, but I liked it because it showed that versatility.
Oh yeah,
he was
yeah,
able to incorporate the shit so well for me.
He just should have taken more time to learn guitar. That's all.
Yeah.
He should have just. You can be doing what he was doing and still play guitar. Just take some time and actually learn, dude.
He was ahead of his time. Only thing that killed him was when he started doing that shit. That's when the backpack rap started back popping.
Yeah.
So it was like, shit, damn, Wayne, you kind of
missed the boat on that one.
Yeah.
He
too soon.
I don't know, but he definitely, like, Jay-Z obviously went through his stretch of like ridiculous shit. Like, you listen to his songs and you're like, okay, that's fucking insanely well written.
What's my motherfucker?
But like Wayne's shit was just so catchy. Everybody, I'm talking.
And then don't say the same bar.
Dude, high school, like, it was just, like these group of friends, and we'd all like skip school and go to the beach. All the girls, all the guys, everybody's rapping this song.
Everybody
Tell it
Wayne.
to my motherfucking cannon.
Exactly.
It was like
Cannon.
And then when No Ceilings came out, dude, I remember that was right before Homecoming. Like, literally, it came out the night, I think, of Homecoming.
Like that February, yeah.
It was insane, dude. That completely took our school over.
But No Ceilings
Gucci ruled Mandarin, though. Gucci was like Mandarin's like undefeated champ for whatever reason.
Gucci had his stretch too.
Oh my god, dude!
Like,
people that think he's not a good rapper,
bro, he was
you're ridiculous.
Like every day,
dude.
Seemed like
you could easily have 2,000 Gucci Mane songs on your library, easily. Because I had like 1,300 in 2009, 2008. That's insanity, dude. Just a workhorse. Do you like his transformation? I haven't really heard his new shit.
I don't really listen to the new shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really listen to new shit like that. Like, I mean, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
He done kind of miss me.
Yeah, my thing is just like I'm so. Like, I just listen to podcasts, dude, and I will listen to music, but then I go back to my just emo shit.
Like I say, I listen to my old school music. And then I listen to beats. I listen to like a lot of producers that like just make beats to like go to like different shit.
How do you find it? Just like producers on Instagram and shit?
It's either Instagram or it's like the you may like this or you know what I'm saying. They'll refer me to.
Sorry, I'm just moving this. Keep talking. You're good.
Oh, alright. Well, they refer me to.
Go right into it, just because your levels got really low.
Alright. They refer me to people. And like I said, I check out the songs of this kind and shit like that on playlists.
Mm-hmm. So there's like, have you ever heard of Epidemic Sounds?
No, sir.
Anybody here, Dion? You like do a bunch of editing and stuff. You should look into this. It's so you pay a subscription, and it's unlimited sounds beats, sick beats, dude. Let me see if I can find one. But like, I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Boom, I got it. Do I? Yes.
I gotta take a beat.
So I made like an intro for that company I was working for, and this is what I used. But there's literally like thousands, hundreds of thousands of sounds. Any sort of sound, whether it be a door, there's like a million different door openings and closings and footsteps and shit. Exactly. And then they have beats, they have rock songs. But yeah, the shit's whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's a cool little beat.
Simple shit, but like, if you get that, then you can, like, use all that shit, make music with it.
Yeah.
Like, they're cool with it.
It's crazy.
But, like, I've heard that beat on other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that would be a weird thing.
I hate that.
What do you try to work with producers, obviously, in the city? Or do you ever try to, like, outreach and work with some people from other cities?
Well,
because now everything's just, like...
Yeah, most of my beats, they come from my producer, FK, and like I said, I may work with other producers that may send me beats, or like I may talk to them on Instagram or Twitter or some shit.
Well, it's cool that like you have your guy, because that's what I love the most about listening to your shit, is it's like you can... I never don't listen to your shit from start to finish. Like when I just listen from first song, it just flows nice. There's like a sound to it. There's like a theme. It is something. It's not just like this producer sound and this producer sound and this producer sound. And it's all this like crazy. And it's not bad to do that. But like I'm a person who loves albums.
Exactly.
And listening to them.
You got to make it flow.
And I love driving and listening to music. So I feel like you created the perfect that.
And that's
is that
what
you
I try
thinking?
to do. That's what I try to do. I try to make it to where like you don't have to hit the skip button, because it all kind of flows together. That's why, like, when I choose the beats or the songs that I'm going to use, I make sure I listen to them in order that way. I make sure, okay, they go in order like that. Perfect. You know what I'm saying?
So, do you tell that producer, how would you explain what kind of beat you wanted? Like, let's say I'm that producer. Explain how I want a beat made, or you want a beat made.
I may, like, hear, like, a beat.
Like
on YouTube.
Like a quote-unquote reference track?
Yeah, I listen to it. If I already wrote a song to it, I tell him, hey, make some shit with this kind of tempo, and then I'll flip it and make the words go to it. Mm-hmm. Or he'll just send me beats he been working on, because he know my style by now.
Do you always wait to get the beat to write, or have you ever already had shit written and you put it over beats?
It's been a minute since I've done it like that, but I'm definitely like working towards starting back doing that, because it kind of helped me change my flows a little bit when it came to like writing songs and shit, because it wasn't a set flow that I found on a beat. It was a flow already it came with. So once I put it on the beat, that shit kind of make it kind of even rawer, because it's like you never know what the sound gonna sound like till you hear it recorded.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And after it's been converted into the MP3.
Exactly.
Because that's a whole nother thing, dude. People don't get that. Like, it does not convert over the exact same as when you're listening to it on whatever there's slight.
Oh yeah, it's always the change from the original. It's always
volume's
the change.
Different.
It's always a change.
That's where a really good producer and engineer, like my episodes, not that I'm a good producer or engineer, I'm a good podcast producer.
Boy said I made this happen.
Considering how I've made this sound, it sounds perfect. But if you looked at it, you'd be like, wow, that's way too loud. Yeah. But when it converts into an MP3, and it took me a while to figure that out, but once I did, it changed the game. Yeah. Because that's like the number one thing, because you got to think, people that are like addicted to podcasting or listening to podcasts are like listening when they're in the shower, and that shit needs to be loud when it's playing off your phone.
Exactly.
And that's like really crucial, at least in my life. Or you can just
get your Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, but for some reason, conversation sounds weird on speaker.
They do because
it's very strange. Like
it sounds like muffled or some shit.
It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do a podcast? Your own? Why don't you and Dion do one, and Baby D?
I don't like Dion.
Call it Triple D.
Yeah, I don't like Dion.
Triple D cast. That'd be cool.
Type shit. Well, nah. I mean, I don't per se do the talking as much. Like I did always want to be like a sports analyst.
Yeah.
When I was growing up.
You love sports, man.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my shit. Like I always love that.
Baseball is your favorite?
Well, growing up, it was
To play. What's your favorite sport to play?
I mean, now I have to say basketball just because that's what I play the most. But
Do you get super competitive?
I don't take no L's.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, you can say that's competitive or not, but like, I just know like when it's time to be clutch, it's time to be clutch.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you like to talk shit? I love it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna talk shit till you invite it.
Mm-hmm.
You say something to me, I'm gonna chill because I'm a humble winner.
Mm-hmm.
I already know I can win, so I don't need to talk shit. Me talking shit is boring because I already know the outcome.
I don't at the start.
Yeah,
It's that first play, and then it's over. Because I'm actually sneaky. Like, I like my chances, me running a route or even defending.
Yeah.
I like it. And people don't expect that. So I like to talk shit about that. Little interception.
Yeah.
Maybe you burn somebody and catch the football and run for a touchdown and then throw it right back in their fucking face.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk shit over real because I already know.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I already
Unless
know
it's somebody I know
about.
really well and we're just fucking around. Because that's fun.
I'm gonna give you the business.
But
I'm gonna
real
give you the
shit
business
talking?
first. I'm gonna give you the business first, and then if you came in talking shit, like if you we set up the game, you came in talking shit. Oh no, boy, I give them problems, you know what I'm saying? And then I start talking shit because I remember I ain't gonna forget, but I gotta make sure you don't want to speak too soon, and then you have to backtrack because I don't want to apologize.
Who's your favorite type of person to play? Is it a younger person who thinks he's sweet? Is it an older person who thinks he's sweet?
It don't matter. It don't matter. They all get, you know what I'm saying, get that work. Like I say, it's just, it's a different, like the older I get, it's the more humbleness when it's a younger dude.
See, but you got these team sports where, like, yeah, it's up to you in a sense, but, like, your team fucks up and you lose. That's what I love about golf. It's all on me.
That's on me, baby.
It's on me, dude.
Exactly.
Nobody else. I used to hate in baseball when I'm an only child, dude. I don't give a fuck. It's about me, dude. So I'm out there playing a great game and we lose. I don't give a fuck that we lost. I'm happy I had a great game. But I'm like, wow, cool. We lost this game because my team sucked.
Shit.
And then I'd have a shitty game and we'd win. And everyone's all stoked. And I'm like, man, I played like shit. Fuck this.
Fuck this game.
That's what I love about golf. It's all about me. And if the person beat me, that's just me not hitting. He played good enough to do it. Why couldn't I do it, you know? Yeah. Have you ever played golf?
Like the miniature golf, but...
The miniature golf, yeah, it doesn't count.
I know, that's why.
Yeah. Would you ever be interested?
Of course. Mm-hmm. Why not learn how to play another sport?
Yeah. I bet you'd be good with the swing. Just baseball. It helps a lot. But it's not nearly the same. But just being able to have the hand-eye coordination, because a lot of people don't. That's the most shocking thing, dude. In getting older.
I would say because it's so far away once you... I can see how people...
It's very weird. But the cool thing that, like, about being the kid who played golf in high school is everyone, as they get older, starts playing golf, and they ask you to play and help them out and stuff.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind how many people have horrible hand-eye coordination, which scares me on the fucking road.
Huh.
Like, I always just assumed that, like, my friends were athletic and had their shit together and could, you know, hit a golf ball. Yeah. And I hate being on the road. I know you love driving, Dion. Do you love driving?
Of course.
I love driving. I hate being a passenger.
Yeah. I'd rather have my own way.
How much money would you need to get on the back of a motorcycle? With, let's just say, a girl who's a professional motorcycle driver.
I ain't with that.
Never.
Look at Dion.
Last week.
I'm gonna say free.
That's so scary. Dion's talking about riding a bike.
It's like you're holding on to dear life. It's so fun.
That is so fucking scary.
I ain't with that.
I'm such a pussy, dude. I just fly off.
I like the adrenaline rush.
I just fly off, dude, and get hit by the car behind me and finally die. Be so happy. Okay, we're gonna press pause. Okay, bada boom. We are back from a little breaky, and we are in the middle of a little smoky. What do you think that this weird tension going on in this country is gonna last? Do you think it's gonna build up to be a weird civil war?
I'm thinking it'll be a war.
I don't think our generation is nearly as divided as the rest of the country.
Nah, because it was plenty of things went into effect when it came to like beforehand. Like nowadays, like we got a lot of people, like so many individual groups out here, to where like I don't really see like how anybody could be pleased for everybody to be pleased.
Yeah, in a way, I think that's the reason that Republicans are so like strong, because they have one message, and then they're appealing to that one type. They know, you know what I mean? They're appealing to that, and you're either with it or you're against it.
Yeah.
And the Democrats literally, like, that's why there's Fox News, and then there's a million other Democrat outlets, because they all are different, and they're appealing to different people, and that's why the Democrats are so divided. That's why they eat their own all the time. You never see Republicans eating their own, except during the primaries when they're running against each other.
Yeah.
When they're not running against each other, it's straight up fucking all team shit. They always got each other's back. They always vote Republican on every bill. It's all united. Democrats go against each other. All this hashtag Me Too movement, all this just like politically correct shit. They eat their own, dude, and they crucify their own people. And like they try to appeal. They appeal to this person, and by doing that, it offends this person. Like I don't know. There's so many people who really take everything so serious and act like their opinion is so important. Like, why do you think that if you're offended, that matters? And why is that, like, important? Why is getting offended so important?
I mean, because the thing is, people want to have a sense to let people know that, hey, I got an opinion too. Compared to like before, where it was more so just keep it moving. Like nowadays, everybody has an opinion some way, somehow now. So if we don't agree on something, or like I said, we don't like something similar, I can come at you about it, and then like that's all I see all the time now.
Mm-hmm. It's just a shame though that like every event that happens, you instantly know what people are gonna have what opinions about it.
Exactly.
Nobody's ever surprised me, ever. Everybody's always been on the exact same side of every single thing. And the way social media is, they double down on it now. Yeah. Nobody ever changes their mind. People are like really deeply rooted into this ideology, to the point where like if you're like, even on the Republican side, if you're talking amongst Republicans, like my conservative people, my fucking dad's conservative and stuff, like if I were to say something like man, the minimum wage should go up or something, then I'm just like this liberal pussy. Like it's so ridiculous that if you don't follow every single side of our team, you're not on our team.
Trash. But
I think that is exactly what this country needs, because we need a third party.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll ever work though?
Yeah, the way things going, like they getting laws and shit changed for everything. Yeah. I mean, after a while, like somebody's gonna come up to be like a real good candidate. Mm-hmm. I feel like certain people say we're going downhill because of Trump, but I feel like that us getting Trump woke a lot of people up to like.
I fucking hope so.
Let's stop bullshitting.
Mm-hmm. Seriously.
But some people like they believe what he doing is good. So
I don't know a time that this country's ever been so politically motivated. Everything is about politics.
yeah,
It's I don't remember, and obviously I'm only 26 years old. I don't know shit, but like, has there ever been a time where every single thing is about politics, down to movies, down to comics making jokes? Every single thing is politics.
nah.
It used to be you don't really talk about politics.
Yeah, you don't talk about politics.
Like
or
public
religion.
discourse now is political.
I mean, all the walls have been knocking down, all the barriers have been knocking down. So you can talk about anything you want to at this point. So
You can, but you will get crucified.
oh yeah, you got to be ready. No matter what you say
will
out
have
your
people
mouth,
on your side.
yeah, you have somebody on your side, but you better be ready for that backlash because it's
And
coming.
what's crazy about that backlash, because everything's so team oriented, these people that are like Sam Harris, he's a neuroscientist.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
nah,
Okay, he's a neuroscientist. He's a really smart guy, super liberal, super liberal. He gets attacked by liberals because, like I said, you disagree with one thing. Boom. Now, all these people on the right
yeah,
are listening to him and supporting him because of this one thing that he disagrees with that he gets crucified for and makes the news. They're like, oh, these people hate him. I must like him. And now, without even knowing, they're listening to all these liberal ideas, agreeing with all these liberal ideas.
everything is a factor into
But they're
political
so
beliefs.
stupid that they still vote Republican. This fucking state voted all liberal on the amendments. We got felons with the right to vote, and now they have to what do they have to pay?
I haven't even read the article or nothing about that.
It's so ridiculous. But they passed. All the amendments passed in a liberal way, and all Republicans won the seats. When you put an R and a D next to it, Florida votes for the R.
Yeah.
But the liberals have the ideas. If you just present the idea, the liberal idea, in 2019, I would say 75% of the people, if they don't know that it's Democrat or Republican, would agree with it. But all of a sudden you put this D and an R and we're in this big team. People are so fucking stupid.
Yeah, mixing the clubhouse.
I don't know. We're coming up on an hour here. I want to just get into what is your strategy going forward with this music? What kind, how often are you gonna put out albums? Are you gonna do mixtapes? What about going over old beats Wayne style? I don't see anyone doing that really anymore, other than doing little videos.
Yeah. Well, I answer all those questions. Doing the Lil Wayne thing, that's kind of like, it's played now because now you got to be able to put your music on different streaming sites, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But strategically about my music and shit, like I said, I just kind of wake up and get the feeling of dropping music. You know what I mean? Like, I can consistently want to continue dropping it the way I have been dropping it because, like I said, that's what I like doing. When it's time, I feel like once music get kind of played enough, if you listen to it, it's time for something new. Bim, yeah, I got you. I'm ready to drop for you. That way you got something fresh every time you ready to slide out. So
yeah, it's just you gotta just keep going. That's all it is. You gotta keep putting shit out because that's the only way to stay in people's minds.
Exactly,
you know?
And especially if you can market it too. If you can market just a little bit, the smallest marketing can spread. But you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Some people aren't ready for that. You obviously are, but when do you think you're ready to spend money on this? When do you know the product is worth it to do that? Because I see people, dude, doing dumb shit it's just a picture of an MP3 file and they're doing sponsored ad with that and it's shitty quality. Yeah. It's not even finished. When do you know something's ready to be ad friendly?
Well, I mean, it's based on how you wanna put yourself out there, what you wanna use it for. Like say anything's ready in your eyes But it's like, what do you think the people will want to see that'll make them gravitate to whatever you're trying to get them to come to? Whether it's your website, whether it's your profile, you know what I'm saying? If it's not good enough to where you feel like people click that link, why even do it?
I got to ask 2 questions about if these things are obsolete. Yeah. Do you think having a website has become obsolete? And do you think mixtapes have become obsolete? Because if you do a mixtape, it doesn't get put onto the streaming services because it's not an album.
Okay. Mixtapes are albums now. They call it a mixtape and then it's still an album.
Okay. So basically they are non-existent.
Yeah, like mixtapes.
They are albums now.
Yeah, damn near, you know what I'm saying? Like, say something.
But, like, literally, they have to be an album or they're not on that thing because a true mixtape
like,
is
people people still drop mixtapes, though, but they're not, like, the major artists. They're dropping, like, the mixtape albums. So,
okay.
Yeah, and then, what was the first one?
Website.
Website, okay.
Is it obsolete? Is the website obsolete?
Should you have a website?
My boy on point. But
in 2019, should you have a website? It seems like the answer is yes, but I don't go to anyone's fucking website.
Yeah, me either. But
I go to their Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a website depending on what you using it for. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're using it for basically what social media is for, why have it? But if you're using it to like put everything you got into like one page, yeah.
Why? I feel like this would really work well for rappers is Patreon. Why do rappers not use that? Because you could do...
It's the way, like...
You could do, like... He's filming you all the time.
Yeah.
You cut up shit that only Patreon people are able to watch. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it hasn't got around marketing wise to the community, so.
But that's like a way to do it independent, like literally.
Yeah.
Like you want to listen to my album, you donate $1 on Patreon, then you get the album.
Well, that's like Bandcamp.
2 weeks free.
Yeah, Bandcamp
2 weeks
lets
before.
you do that.
2 weeks before the album comes out, you pay $1 and you get it.
Yeah, see.
You get to see behind the scenes of shooting this video. Blah 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 blah. You know.
Yeah.
That would be way better than, I mean, a podcast could do the same thing, but it would be way more interesting for a rapper. Like, when I was a kid, Senses Fail and Brand New has shit like this on YouTube and stuff, but Senses Fail, with the CD, came a DVD that was about their tour of traveling all over and all this behind the scenes and shooting videos and all this really funny shit that was, like, showing you what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I would watch it over and over and over as a kid. Like, if a kid was like, Mom, I got to donate $1 to this Patreon. It's my favorite artist. Boom. Donates $1 a month. And now they're watching the whole process. And
like
they're
exclusive content and shit.
Dude, you come out with shirts. If you're a Patreon donator, instead of it being $20, it's $15.
Exactly.
They're going to buy it. They're already donating. You know? I don't understand why that's not a bigger thing in rap. Because you could literally... never fuck with any sort of label at all. You just garnish fans going through Patreon. You get a fucking 5,000 people who give you anywhere from $1 to $5 a month, and now you're making $5 to $10 grand, 15, 25 grand a month off of fucking Patreon.
Yeah, it's
pretty cool.
It really is pretty cool.
Yeah,
definitely. Like I said, it just probably hasn't gotten around to the community for people to really use it. So
a lot of people don't know what it is.
Yeah,
just like podcasting, it's very strange. That's the thing. Like I was saying, there's huge things that nobody knows about, like YouTube stars. I don't know any of them.
None.
Not into it, but they're fucking have millions and millions of followers.
Zillions, gazillions.
It's insane. Let's get you a zillion million followers. Where can people follow you one last time? Let's get out of here.
They can follow me on Twitter at itsdingy, ITSDINGY.
Boom, boom.
Instagram, Tommie TOMMIE_D904.
Boom.
You know it.
Boom. You know it. SoundCloud, Tommie D.
Oh yeah, SoundCloud, Tommie D. YouTube, Tommie D. Just check it all out. You know,
check it.
Fly shit.
Tell me what song you want, and I'll put it at the end of this.
Oh shit, I don't know.
You don't want one?
I mean, shit, you pick.
Okay, I'll pick one.
Yeah, you got good taste.
All right. I'm going to be right back for the outro. Thank you so much, dude.
Hey, player.
Fun shit always. Go check out the Smoke Break if you have not. It was really fun. We got into a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, smoke one.
Listen, go to patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. Hit that donate button. Once I get back up to 10 patrons again, I will start doing more exclusive content. But until then, what's the point? So patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. Follow me on Instagram at CJ Couch Talk if you have any questions, comments, and would like to be a guest. CJCouchTalk@gmail.com. I'll be right back. Love you. All right, everybody. So this is the song 2009 off of Tommie D's album Night Vision 3. I love it. I love all the Night Visions. Go check them out on SoundCloud. Search Tommie D. This shit's super awesome. The way it vibes, it's got a great beat. He makes awesome, chill, like driving, smoking music. You're going to see. So please go to patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk one last time and hit that donate button. I love you so much. Hope you have a great start to your week.
Step back cause I'm on the road. Politicking niggas all on this road. Maybe to the other cause I ride low key. Trying to dream for the work at me. Know I gotta grind cause the beat be faking. I dollar in the dream so I know we gon' make it. Don't be a king, not done for the bait. Say I'm the ghost, shut it, let me let you Haitian. I'm just trying to keep it real. Still Kurt Nell, got D for real. Pull up on the scene like the man is ill. Feel it in my bones, I'm a G for real. Like I remember back when I had the choice to give up, rap up, work my voice. People heard the vibe, then join the tribe. Hold it down, nigga, let's take this ride. So tell me what you wanna do. When the boys come out, just looking for you. Gotta hide your loot. Nigga place on the chest, now you gotta shoot. Cut back, reload, not saying that you. See the grind, no stop, so I gotta eat. Look at the finish lines, just me and my team. Cause you know we gon' ball, cause it's on me. Yeah, it's on me, yeah. And I ain't even trying to brag. Giving that game that you wish you had. Young fly nigga, you can bet your cash. Well, I'ma roll one and smoke this pack. But still tryna hide from the one time. The baby tryna do it to me one time. Why I just wanna hit like 2 times? But she just let me hit like 3 times. Yeah. Me riding out, one pad lit. I'm a bitch out, tryna show her off. Take it to the good life, mind on the money, even pussy late night. Cause that's some G shit for real. Cause where they go, watch it keep it real. Shots out Houston, but only sibling, only vote, but it's sticking through the Cali weed. Yeah, what I told you about the whole man. Got played, now you run around talking. Acting like you be the man to shit. Know it damn well, you ain't even packing shit. I got it rolling up with no panties on. Friday night lights, cause the game is on. Roll my weed, cause the high's blown. Tryna flow like a blimp or song. Yeah, shots to what I do, man. 4 shots, now nigga feeling groovy. Roll one, now I'm feeling like Marley. OG, I'm a JLB papers. Tell her smoke one, gon' put it in the air. Let the niggas talk shit, never come back. Wonder what it all was, just to get smashed. Nigga kill it, young brother, just be the man. I live life, respect, and loyalty. Grind for my all, nigga, give me royalty. Nigga tryna ball, nigga, that's on me. Put my team on, nigga, that's on me. I'm still tryna hide for the one time. The baby tryna do it to me one time. Why I just wanna hit like 2 times? Well, she just let me hit like 3 times. And now, still tryna hide for the one time.
What did I tell you? What a great song by Tommie D there. This is just some little extra content I'm giving since you were cool enough to listen to the entire song. Stick around. I'm going to be giving you ending words of wisdom from the show Black Mirror, specifically from the Men Against Fire episode. If you do not know what ending words of wisdom are because you are an NL, a new listener, you are not an OL, an old listener, let me explain. It's basically where if I hear something in a movie or a television show, on anything really, and I think that it's awesome, I pull it up on YouTube, take it, convert it into an MP3, and was playing it. And now that I'm on YouTube, I don't know how, but I guess their algorithm can tell that I did that, and I've been getting in trouble basically. So I can't be doing it anymore, but I'm gonna do it this time because I just don't care if I can't. They don't like pull it down or anything. It gets to exist, but somebody gets to make money off of it because I pulled it from a page that's monetizing, so that anything, I guess, that gets converted into an MP3 or an MP4 from their page and then shared again on YouTube, they will always get a percentage of. So there's a little fun fact. A couple episodes have been monetized for somebody else, whoever I got it from. One of them was The Laugh Factory. I pulled a Benji Affollow, like one of his bits. It was like 2 minutes long. I was doing Comic of the Week instead of Ending Words of Wisdom. I like replaced it. So I would do, instead of like I said, instead of Ending Words of Wisdom, where it would be something from a TV show or movie, whatever, I was doing Comic of the Week to try to promote a comic. I was shouting out their podcast if they had one, doing putting their stand-up that was already released, and now it's not like I'm exposing their stand-up, but the Laugh Factory wants a piece of their pie, you know what I mean? They're just greedy motherfuckers when I'm trying to help out a comic. I'm sure Benji Afalo would not care at all, or Andrew Santino, or Ryan Sickler, or any of the other past comics of the week. But that's me on my soapbox. I hope everyone has a good week. You know, I know that life isn't always so easy, and Mondays can really suck, especially, well, it's Memorial Day, actually, so happy Memorial Day. Woo, Memorial Day weekend. I just literally realized that at 3:47 a.m. on this Saturday. That is when we recorded it. That is when we recorded this episode. Tommie D came over with Dion and Baby D at like 11 o'clock, 11:15. That's when Dion got off of work, and we wrapped up around 1:30 in the morning, maybe 2. Took Daisy for a walk and had to do all of this post-production stuff that I'm doing right now. But because it's a shorter episode, I kind of just wanted to just get some stuff off of my chest and maybe just let you know, if you're struggling right now, that you're not the only person who's sad and down. And I know that you hear me on this podcast and it sounds like I'm having so much fun and I sound so happy. And that's because in the moment of doing the podcast, I am having so much fun and I am so happy and everything's great and I have no complaints with life at all when I'm in the podcast. But in general, I'm not doing so hot in terms of, I don't know what's going on with Claire Stair. I just really can't lose her. I love her so much. I just it would be the worst thing that could happen to me right now, other than like Daisy dying, getting hit by a car like in front of me or something. I just Claire loves me so much, and she looks out for me and like makes me laugh so hard, and there's just so much stuff that I can't lose her. Beyond her just being super gorgeous and impossible for me to not just stare at her and want to hug her and squeeze her and just like squeeze her into me and make her disappear. But like, oh, now he's gonna murder her. No, but like it's I can't lose her. I love her so much, and I don't know what's going on between us right now. And then I got no work still. I did a wallpaper job today actually, so that was cool. Got it literally. Woke up this morning and had a text asking if I wanted to do a wallpaper job to like schedule it later the week or whatever. Instantly called the lady, and I was like, I can come over today. Went right over there, knocked it out, made some money, and I needed it because I don't start my new job till June 10th, and then there's probably going to be another 2 weeks at most. Maybe we get paid every week. I don't know, because it's painting. Probably do get paid every week, but either way, I'm just trying to make this money last, stretch it all out until it is, time for me to get back into that work and finally get a paycheck again, boy. But, it's fun living in this famine mentality where you got this money and you got to make it last, and you got to figure out like, okay, I might not like this, but there's so much of this at the grocery store and it's so cheap that I just need to suck up my pride and eat some food that I don't necessarily want to eat, but I'm broke and I have to eat it. I understand not donating, going to patreon.com and patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. I understand not going there and hitting that donate button, but it really would help me a lot right now. Like, it really would. I need it so bad because I also pay for my SoundCloud for the RSS feed just to put it up. And that's $15 a month. It'd be great to have 15 people do $1, just so I can at least not have to pay for my SoundCloud while I am waiting for this job. I think it's in a couple of days or something. If I don't have enough money for it, because I think my account's in the negative right now, which is, I'm just so fucked. I know for sure it should be at $0 because I got paid in cash, but I think it got overdrafted for my insurance, which is fine. I'd rather it overdraft and get it paid. But by the time I get my job and stuff, all the penalties I'll be incurring are going to suck dick. So I'm going to have to like call the bank on Monday, which is today, and tell them, hey, motherfuckers, I really, really can't be having all these overdraft fees. Here's what happened, blah, 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 blah. I've been out of a job trying to find one, finally did, but I can't start till June 10th. So please don't fuck me over on this. But that's me bitching. Sorry, not trying to bring your mood down. I'm actually doing much better than I have been doing. My Lexapro seems to be working, even though it's only been like 1 or 2 weeks. I'm also on Visatril, the sleeping medicine. No longer am I waking up in the middle of the night 5, 6, 7 times. I am actually sleeping through the night. I wake up and I actually feel good. The only side effect is the Lexapro just makes me super thirsty. Like, my mouth gets so dry with the Lexapro, so I'm constantly like drinking water, which is obviously not a bad thing. It's very good to be drinking water. But boom, there's a Zephyr Hills water break right there. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. So, if you're not feeling so hot, just know that you're not the only one out there. And you can, DM me. It is at CJ Couch Talk over there on Instagram. Or you can email me. It is cjcouchtalk@gmail.com. Just any issues you're having. I don't like to do the whole like, because I can't come up with material, so can we do fan questions? Blah, 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 blah. That's hack shit. But if you want some advice, I'm not going to make it any part of the podcast unless for whatever reason you ask me to. But I don't think that's, like I said, I think it's hack ass shit to have, like if you have a guest on, no offense to Jeremiah Watkins, he's one of my favorite people on earth in terms of like podcasters, comedians. People that I don't know. When it comes to people that I do not know, he would be in my top 20 people on earth. But maybe top 40, top 50. But anyways, he does that every time he has a guest. And I know Theo Von does it too. And it's like a good way to get your fans interacting and all that bullshit. But at the end of the day, I'm a free-form podcaster, and that's what I do. The form of the free. We're not freestyling. We're form-freeing. You know what I mean? We're free-forming. So there's a burp for you. There's another burp. And there's a third one. The trifecta. Let's hit a Zephyr Hills water break. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you a smoke break on a Tuesday. Go check out the smoke break with Tommie D that we did before we did this episode. It is on YouTube. If you are just an audio listener, go check out the YouTube page. Search, like I got some weird lisp right now, but search CJ Couch Talk and you will find my YouTube page. Hit that subscribe to it. I got 99 subs right now and I want to get to 100. And if I get to 100 subs, I will podcast with my dick out and do a smoke break with my butthole flexing the entire time. I will smoke a cigarette with my fucking butthole, dude. You want it? You got it. Butthole smoke break. Booty hole smoke break, dude. No, but I don't know what I'll do. I'll do a little celebration. 100 subs. Woo! But yeah. Gonna be doing that smoke break. Go check out episode 324 with J.O. That was on Friday. I fucking love J.O. This is especially the past 2 guests, and then including Dion, who was behind the camera for this episode, 325 with Tommie D. I love Dion. He's so cool. Like, Tommie D, Dion, and J.O. specifically are like people that have been on the podcast, over a year ago. Super cool dudes. I met them through the podcast, and they're awesome, genuinely cool-ass motherfuckers. Like, people are awesome. Everybody's always hating on, people suck and blah, 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 blah. I'm motherfucking interviewing people, talking to people all the time, way more than the regular person, I would say. And definitely I'm having conversations with people for way longer and with way more in terms of the amount of people than I would say 99% of the United States. So you're all wrong. You're just not interacting with enough people. You're not even really interacting with people. You think everyone's shitty because you're only considering holding the door open for somebody and then them not saying thank you as an interaction or something. Like, you need to actually interact with people, have some conversation, do something, and I guarantee you your outlook, really just talk to people. Go out and start talking to random people, and I guarantee you your outlook is going to change on life, for sure. You're not going to think everybody sucks. You're going to be like, wow, maybe I suck. Everyone's pretty cool, and maybe you won't think you suck. Maybe you'll be like, oh, I was wrong. Actually, people are pretty cool. I'm just ranting right now. Water break right there. The last one of the episode. I just feel so alone right now, dude. And I don't want to stop podcasting, but I got to do the video editing and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to put this video together. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I will talk to you tomorrow. Like I said, go check out episode 324 with J.O. Also, go check out episode 323. It's a solo episode. I get drunk for it. I take 5 shots, which is like 10 shots for a normal person. I'm a total lightweight pussy boy when it comes to drinking. I barely ever do it. And I was on an empty stomach, so it was just the perfect storm to get real drunk and do a solo cast. It was really funny. I actually haven't listened to it, but I was cracking up when I did it. So what does that mean? 3 times every time I burp. It's OCD. I have to burp 3 times apparently. But I had to really force that. But all right. I'm gonna leave you now. You're gonna leave me. I love you so much though. Also, listen to episode 322 with Pablo Gonzalez. He's a super awesome dude. I'm really proud of the past couple episodes. The past couple weeks of Couch Talk have been really fun. It's exactly what I want out of this podcast, and I hope you're enjoying it. I love you so much. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. Love you. Oh, whoops. Here's your ending words of wisdom. That's right. That's why I did this. Ending words of wisdom from Black Mirror. Ending. I'm all jacked up on one of those Bang energy drinks. Dude, those things I think are eventually going to get, like, they're going to have to change the formula. I think it's way too strong. Everybody loves them. I love them. I think they're great. They're super strong. Woo, everything's super cool. But I will say this. They are way too strong. Way too strong. It's like drinking, you know how they make like ridiculously big Red Bulls that are like, they look like chodes almost because they're so fat. Those things, it's like drinking 2 of those, which I've never done. I'm only guessing, but I'm guessing it's just like that. So thank you very much once again for the millionth time for listening. I love you so much once again for the millionth time. Whether you're an NL or an OL, especially you NLs, you new listeners, please reach out to me. I want to connect with some people and also know that I'm not the only one feeling down and out. And I know that I'm not, but I think it'd be cool if we kind of had this community. And I'm not trying to say go to Patreon, but it'd be so cool if I got up to those 10 patrons, even if it's just $1 a month. I don't care. I just need 10 people so I feel like the audience is worth it. And we can do some like super personal, serious podcast shit that like only the people donating will ever get to watch. You know, it's super private, so we can have some real conversations. I can go live and we can do some stuff. I think it, you know, like I said, once I get to 10, we're really going to ramp up. But until then, I know you should have stuff on there to make it worth it, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, I am already doing enough work as it is. And even though I'm not really working right now, so I definitely have time to do all that shit. I don't think it's worth it in terms of the outcome of it. I think it's all going to work out. That's basically all I got to say. I love you so much. I just did this little 20-minute rant. I don't even know what I just talked about, but I do know that I talked about loving you because I really do. I appreciate everybody that listens so much. Anybody that ever reaches out and says that they love the podcast. Just anybody that's ever sharing it in their stories and tagging me and stuff. I really appreciate it. It just makes me feel really good. I don't have like a close family. I'm not talking to my dad. You know what I mean? It's just, and his gender reveal for his baby, he is 51. I believe he was born in 1968. So yeah, he's 51 years old. His wife is 44. They got preggers and are having a child, and the gender reveal is June the 8th. I got invited, obviously, but I have not talked to my dad since a week after I got fired. So I haven't talked to my dad in a full month. No talking. 0. So I'm not really close, and I'm not like, I'm okay with that in the sense that if that's what it's going to be, then I need to find people that are there for me. And I love Claire so much. She's always there for me, and it's perfect. And she actually understands, and she's so smart and fucking makes me laugh or makes me think about it a different way. And just, but I need more than just her, you know, because what if she doesn't want to be with me, you know? I totally understand that. Like, I'm, you know, I suck. I suck, you know? So all this negative Nancy talk has got me real starving. I'm going to make the latest of midnight latest of midnight snacks here at 4:03 a.m. this Sunday early morning. I love you so much once again. I really do. Thank you so much for listening. Last request, patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. Hit that donate button, either $1 once, $1 a month, any amount of money, any amount of times. Patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. You could also follow me on Instagram. It is at CJ Couch Talk. And if you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest, it is cjcouchtalk@gmail.com. Alrighty, here is finally now your ending words of wisdom for episode 325 with Tommie D. We're going to close it out here. It is the episode Men Against Fire for or from the show Black Mirror. If you have not watched Black Mirror, you are missing out. I am a robot now. Black Mirror, ending words of wisdom. Love you. Here we go.
Many years ago, I'm talking early 20th century, most soldiers didn't even fire their weapons. Or if they did, they would just aim over the heads of the enemies. They did it on purpose. British Army, World War I. The brigadier, he'd walk the line with a stick and he'd whack his men in order to get them to shoot. Even in World War II, in a firefight, only 15-20% of the men would pull the trigger. Fate of the world at stake, and only 15% open fire. Now, what does that tell you? It tells me that war would have been over a whole lot quicker had the military got its shit together. So we adapted. Better training, better conditioning. Then comes the Vietnam War, and the shooting percentage goes up to 85. A lot of bullets flying, but kills were still low. Plus the guys who did get a kill, well, most of them came back all messed up in the head. And that's pretty much how things stayed until mass came along. You see, mass, well, that's the ultimate military weapon. It helps you with your intel, your targeting, your comms, your conditioning. It's a lot easier to pull the trigger when you're aiming at the boogeyman.
What an incredible concept. What an incredible little monologue right there. Go check out Black Mirror if you have not already. It is an instant classic. I think it is the best show on Netflix. It's either that or Ozark. We'll see what Ozark does. Black Mirror, they'd only do like 4 episodes a season. So Ozark, I think they have the same amount of episodes. Ozark probably has more, 2 seasons. I don't think there's 20 episodes of Black Mirror or even 16. I think Ozark's either 8 episodes or 10 episodes. Either way, it doesn't matter. It is almost 4:20 in the morning now. I am going to be the coolest dude in the world and smoke weed and eat food at 4:20, dude. Life works out. God is real. He timed it out for everything to work out tonight for me to wrap this up. And when this is all converting into an MP3 and an MP4 over there on iMovie, I will smoke and eat. Shout out Jesus for it. And speaking of Jesus, how do you spell CJ Couch Talk? C is in Christ, J is in Jesus, C is in Christ, O is in ostrich, U is in uranium, C is in Christ, H is in horses, T is in tantalizing, A is in ass, L is in labia, K is in kaboom. It's not at gmail.com. That's a Freudian slip for all my OLs. My old listeners will know that I used to only have cjcouchtalk at gmail.com. I didn't have the Instagram, or the Patreon. So every time that I would spell CJ Couch Talk, it would be, C is in Christ, J is in Jesus, all that bullshit. And then I would say at gmail.com after it. And I did that for 6, 7, 8 months for every episode. And it just trained me to do that. So now every time I spell it, I switch it. I go back to the old Freudian slip of saying at gmail.com at the end. Last thing I'm going to say is how I do C is in Christ, J is in Jesus. I used to do C is in cuck, J is in Jesus, C is in cuck. And it's kind of funny how that word has just completely disappeared. It was such a funny word. So many people hated it. I thought it was so funny because I'm a pretty liberal dude. I would say not that I would never vote Republican, but I'm a third party voter just because I want to increase their percentages so that they can finally be legitimized maybe one day and have an actual chance. Everyone says you're throwing away your vote, but if everyone just voted for the third party instead of the lesser of two evils, we would see that they would get respect, and now we would have 3 options instead of 2, and the more options the merrier, because having 2 options is ridiculous and extremely controlling on both of their ends. They can both just play their sides and really be on the same team, scamming us all to create this political discourse that makes them money and fuels donations for elections, and everything's so important, and you got to donate money, and you got to go to the rally, and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's all a big scam there, man. So once again, I love you. I hope you're having a good week. Hope it started out good. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day. Please be safe. No drinking and driving. It's 2019. You really don't have to drink and drive. You can get an Uber. It's really simple. You can call a friend. You can call me, actually, 904-420-8167. I'm not going to say it again, but that's my number. I've given it out before. I actually saw another podcaster give out his number. It's biting my style. No, I'm just playing around. I'm seriously just kidding. But there it is. If you're drunk and you need a ride, and this is for dudes. I'm not getting into this weird situation where I give some drunk girl a ride. Sorry, dude. I'm not getting in that fucking situation. That's not going to work out at all, because all of a sudden I'm going to get hashtag me too'd without even doing anything. I'm going to fucking give you a ride home. I'm just kidding. There's nothing you can hashtag me to me about. I have nothing. I am nothing. I'm just this fucking loser podcaster talking to himself. Try not to feel lonely, guys. I'm just kidding. It's so hard to not say I'm just kidding, because you're so worrisome, and oh my gosh, it'd be nice if you could just openly, freely talk and not have to worry about so many like people responding. But it's funny, I have this like idea of these haters in my head that are really just my insecurities speaking out to myself. I don't have any haters. There's not people listening to it. Is literally just my insecurities yelling at my own self. So we're going to end on a high note now. This is now turned into an 1.5 hour long podcast. That's how we do it here at Couch Talk. I love you so much, and I'm going to play one last song by Tommie D. This one is called Pack Talk, Pacctalk. P as in pussy, A as in ass, C as in cock, C as in cock, and then T as in tantalizing, A as in ass, L as in labia, K as in kaboom. That's how you spell Pack Talk. It's off of Night Vision 2. Night Vision 3 is awesome, Night Vision 2 is awesome, and Night Vision 1 is awesome. And The Legend of Stony Mac is awesome, because Tommie D is awesome. Go check out his videos on YouTube. Dion crushed him. Dion's awesome. Tommie D's awesome. You're awesome. I feel like I could be awesome, and I love you so much. Here's a song.
Catch me dipping through the city, got a fly sunny with me, got you rolling up my joints, pearl game on the milli, yeah I'm milli, shorty try it out, gold on my chest, so looking like the man, take a second, catch your breath, oh, always with the listen, my lady, like water glisten, it get hot up in the kitchen, cause little baby let me wear it out, always on my grind, money really all I care about, know I'm trying to get it, I'm the man, check my credit out. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Yeah, you know what's up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Yeah, you know what's up.
Crossover AI, hot sauce when I lift off. Young nigga, get your shit split, talking shit so everybody know a nigga got it, I ain't fucking capping. When I pull up on the scene, lights, camera, action. Motherfucker, we gon' bust you down to a fraction. Then leave his ass in the hills like what fucking happened. Mixing hustle with the fucking passion. 90 sunsets is everlasting.
Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Yeah, you know what's up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Stacking and packing, my niggas rolling up. Yeah, you know what's up.